welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And on the bookshelf, we have a new edition. It's called Finding His Way, 100 Poems Inspired by Psalm 119. It's written by yours truly, and it's just for my Daily Dose Radio audience. I hope that you'll go out and get a copy and enjoy it. It's on Amazon, available for the Kindle as well as in paperback. Today we're looking at Psalm 139, verses 23 and 24. Now, this is probably one of the most beloved passages devotionally in the Psalms. Now, I know I say that a lot, and I know that you're thinking, well, there's lots of others, but this one stands out as one of those devotional passages that, apart from the psalm, is just lovely. With the psalm, we understand how it works, but apart from the psalm, people have been loving and quoting and memorizing and meditating on verses 23 and 24 for centuries. It is one of those passages that just, it's a marquee passage for devotional living. It's a prayer, actually. This is a prayer the psalmist David prays as he concludes this psalm about the relationship between God and man. Let me read for you verses 23 and 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, immediately when I read that, you say, oh yeah, I've heard that before. I've thought that before. I maybe even memorized that as a child, or I've meditated on that, or I just came across it one day and I just loved it. This is just one of those passages. As I said, it's a marquee passage devotionally. Notice the language here. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. Now, let's go right back up to verse 1 and verse 2. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my downsitting and my uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. So David is concluding the psalm by basically taking the same themes from verses 1 and 2 and using that for his conclusion. This little prayer of humility. Search me and know my heart. Now, God is already doing that work. He's searching and knowing us. Not that he needs to search us to know us, but he is searching us so that we may know ourselves. Now the psalmist involves himself in the very work that God is doing already. So my relationship to God is to allow him, to confess to him, and to ask him to continue to do this work. Why? So that if there's a wicked way in me, he could lead me in the way everlasting, because that's what I want. I don't want to just go about my day and go about my way and do it however I think is right. No, I want to do it according to his way. Search me, know me, try me, know my thoughts. Notice, knowing is in here twice. That's the very first attribute that we talked about, God's knowledge. It's knowledge of us. Now the psalmist brings that into his prayer. He prays, know my heart, know my thoughts. Why? See if there be any wicked way in me. Now, we just talked about the wicked there in verse 19. The wicked, O God, are the ones that are bloody. They're the ones that speak wickedly. They're the ones that take his name in vain. Yeah, these are the ones that David is grieved with. And he says, see if there be any wicked way in me, because I don't want that to be what's said of me. I don't want that to describe who I am. So if there's any wicked way in me, we got to get rid of it and lead me in the way everlasting, because I will never find that way myself. God has to reveal the way everlasting, and he's done that in his word. Well, I hope you'll join me next week as we look at Psalm 140 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.